The General Chapter is an assembly of all the provinces and the regions of the Congregation's Brothers CMM. The General Chapter meets every 6 years to discuss the policy and to elect a new General Board. The chapter meets this time in Vught, the Netherlands, with the motto, Witnessing Mercy in a Worldwide Brotherhood. The chapter is opened solemnly with a Mass and a candle ceremony. The Superior General lights a candle for every province and region. The representatives put the candles on the candelabrum.
It's pleasurable to meet all these brothers from different cultures, and we have a lovely exchange of ideas, of living together, our concerns, questions that we have, and also good things that are within our different parts of the congregation. Gives a good feeling.
Saya bahwa kapital ini menjadi saat yang paling konkret untuk menciptakan, mewujudkan persaudaraan yang internasional.
During the chapter, most members speak their own language. 4 translators are present to translate simultaneously all the contributions to English, Indonesian and Dutch. In the first week, the chapter discusses the policy of the last 6 years.
Yeah, there are several important themes. But it starts with our spirituality, with our identity, and that we keep care for our identity, first of all. And that has many aspects. But main aspect for me is spirituality, internationalization, formation of the young brothers, but not only for the young brothers, but the ongoing formation for all the brothers are main points the coming years.
So that this will be a period of grace.
Each day starts with the chapter prayer, and each session starts with a symbol. All the chapter members present a symbol that has a special meaning for them. The symbols get a place in the midst of the meeting. The General Chapter works in plenary sessions and in small working groups. Some guests are invited to increase the input about certain themes. Today was a day about internationalization. Is that especially a theme for you?
Yes, it is, because we are actively involved in the international process of having some of our brothers work in Namibia, a new mission in Tanzania. Definitely, this is a very intimate topic, and I think we will continue to give our contribution in both human resource and logistics. Yeah.
All the provinces and regions take time to present themselves to the other chapter members. They tell about the joys and the challenges in their congregation. These presentations are very informative.
Op de eerste plaats dat men overal ontzaglijk hard aan het werken is. Over werkzaamheden. Op de tweede plaats dat de spiritualiteit van de congregatie in al die gebieden heel sterk is. Dat men daar erg hard aan het werken is. Dat zijn eigenlijk de 2 punten die het belangrijkste zijn.
What were your main points till now in the chapter?
My main point is the concern of formation, the concerns of promoting of CMM heritage, and the awareness of other regions and provinces of the CMM brothers where we are working. So the identity of our brothers, the uniformity of our fellow brothers where they are working, our spirituality to remain the same. So that is my main concern about it.
There's also a lot of work to do around the chapter. In the secretary room, the minutes will be worked out. And many new documents and papers with proposals are produced here as a new input for the discussions. The team of Center Zin prepares every day the meals for the chapter members. After a long meeting day, the chapter members can recreate in the center. On March 22, the General Chapter elected a new General Board for the next 6 years. Brother Broer Huytema, Brother Edward Gresnicht and Brother Martinez Lumbaranya were re-elected. Brother Ronald Rengdeng from Indonesia and Brother Lawrence Obiko from Kenya are new board members.
I feel quite challenged to be a new member, and on the other hand I feel quite the trust that people have to elect me in the board, because it is not a small responsibility. So I must say I'm quite I'm happy about it.
Before we started this chapter, it was my great hope that a brother from Kenya could be elected, and I was happy that it happened. So it's a sign of the internationalization, the growing internationalization, and we cannot miss the big province of Kenya.
Frater-frater di mana saja di dalam wilayah-wilayah tertentu, mereka akan melihat, oh itu pimpinan kita tertinggi sudah secara konkret nampak internasionalisasi itu.
You've been elected as a Superior General for the next 6 years. What will be your main task?
Yeah, I think first of all to be near to the brothers. That's for me a main point. Like in the past, we very much stress the importance of working visits to all the provinces and regions. And one of the main aspects there is the personal contact with the brother. So to take care that a brother can live a happy life. That's, I think, one of the main tasks of the General Superior.
One day the chapter members are surprised by a lot of snow in the garden. The winter in the Netherlands is still present. A new symbol is born.
Snowball effect.
During the last week, the chapter focuses on the policy of the congregation for the next 6 years. Many topics are discussed, also communication and formation. Why all this stress on ongoing formation? Are the demands for living as a brother higher?
This particular time and age, the situation is such that the world around us pulls us away. And without getting back every time, you will discover that you lose a lot of touch with yourself. And therefore, it is like a car that needs to be refueled all the time. So if a brother does not have those moments, it means after some time he dries up and he loses his touch with his vocation, and that is the end of his life as a religious person.
In the last week, there was also a reception with a lot of guests from the Netherlands and from Belgium. The Superior General presents the new General Board and tells about the results of the General Chapter. But it was a complete disaster, the violence. In an interview, the chapter members from Kenya tell about their experience with the violence in their country after the elections. The Indonesian chapter members sing several songs. So does the Catharsis Choir from Tilburg. At the end of the chapter, the floor is full with symbols that have been presented. In the closing ceremony, the candles are given to the representatives to take them home. After 3 full weeks of hard working, the chapter is closed. Then, finally, spring breaks through in the Netherlands.